of the criminals. If there is an international unified law with the international enforcement agency to deal with such offenders, the problems that many countries are facing now can be solved. The person involved in nefarious activities and heinous crimes can be condemned and punished. In each and every country of the globe, without there being any human or hostile or technicalities, not only to suggest but to build up a popular opinion that each country should have an international law with its enforceability assured. The law without there being a mechanism and machinery for its enforcement has no meaning. International conscience has to be awakened to build up institutions like World Parliament and enforceability of laws made by it globally. A lead can be taken by our nation in this regard with the philosophy of sharing with others gave us a unique position in which the entire world is treated as one family. Ajam nija parovati ganana lagu chetasam udara charittam ritu vasaidava kutumbam. Meaning thereby, from ancient times, the cooperation, coexistence, non-violence, human dignity and human advancement, and believes in universality of mankind as one family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The workshop is this type, in the forum and venue where these ideas can be floated, can be organized. No doubt, it is a measure of large magnitude and will be resisted in some interested quarters, because it is the normal human tendency to preserve the rights one has possessed, but by the consistent pressure put on their respective governments, by the intellectuals, this can be achieved, at least on the topics and the subjects where there is least resistance. I hope I have given a thought to this gathering, elite gathering, for this serious consideration. I once again thank the organizers of the workshop for inviting and giving me an opportunity to express my views before this august gathering. Thank you very much.
I now request Honorable Justice N.S. Singh to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest, former Justice Ken Saikia, Mr. D.B. Subbarao, Chairman Bar Council of India, President of the function, Mr. Justice S.N. Phukan, the former Chief Justice of India, Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, Mr. Justice Arun Mishra, Judge of MP High Court, Mr. Justice V.S. Shivpukar, Judge of Madras High Court, Mr. Adish C. Aggarwala, Vice Chairman Bar Council of India, Mr. P. Sidekar, Chairman Bar Council of Assam, Sri C.K. Sharma Barua, Managing Trustee of the Bar Council of India Trust Program Coordinator, और Shri B.B. Subbarao, Chairman of the Bar Council of India, A.V. Chaudhary, General Secretary, Reception Committee, Mr. Justice R.K. Manishana, the former Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, my learned brothers of this High Court, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great pleasure for me to attend this inaugural function of 20th National Legal Workshop, which I believe this is the first legal workshop to be held in this state of Assam. I believe this workshop will give immense value to all concerned, particularly the young lawyers, because of the fact that certain important issues on terrorism and human rights, civil court practice with reference to recent amendment, the hot and the most important legal issues and the present affairs which we are now facing in this country. As we know, there are a lot of conventions on international as well as on national basis. Even though the United Nations proclaimed about certain human rights and the laws of this land also, the full implementation of those are mine at least for 5 to 15 minutes in a day, so that something may come up. I also have by far believed that this workshop will give a good result and certain recommendations which will be very, very useful for all the people of the country. I have nothing to say on this inaugural function because the workshops will be coming up just after the afternoon session. And I pray to my Almighty God that this workshop, a great successful workshop, and this workshop be a well-groomed workshop in the interest of all the public at large. Thank you very much.
I now request Mr. B.B. Subbarao, Chairman, Bar Council of India, to deliver his presidential address.
I would rather say concluding remarks. The Lord, the State Secretary, the distinguished chief guests, let I say so, the patriarch and the paterfamilias of this part of the country, the Lord Justice Cookman, the Lord Chief Justice Neolekar, the Lord Justice Sepulkar, the Lord Justice Manoj Singh. I still have the privilege today by a esteemed friend, my Lord Sri Adish, the irrepressible Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Mr. Adish, Aggarwala, the dynamic Associate Managing Trustee of the Bar Council of India Trust, and the spirit behind this great show, Mr. P.K. Sharma Barua, Mr. P.C. Deka, the Distinguished Chairman my esteemed colleagues in the Bar Council of India, Mr. Jaising and Aggarwala, Mr. Chauhan, Mr. Tiwari, Mr. Patnaik, and the latest recruit to our ranks, Mr. Faisal Rizvi, Distinguished Chairman of the Bar Council of UP, Mr. Singh, Mr. Jadeja, Chairman of the Bar Council of Gujarat, Mr. Aggarwala, former Chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra, and the Distinguished Senior Counsel to the Supreme Court of India, P.P. Rao, and Mr. Venkatramani, a galaxy of distinguished lawyers who come from all parts of the country, lady lawyers, members of the judiciary, members of the media, and the elite of the city of Guwahati. It's indeed a matter of great satisfaction that I've given the honor to stand before you on this very felicitous morning. You've heard very distinguished speeches. It's not my intention to say anything on the occasion, but one thing that inspires me to say this is that yesterday we had the concluding session on the 32nd annual sports in Hyderabad, the capital of Andhra Pradesh, and I had the privilege, the honor and the distinction of belonging to Andhra Pradesh. And the flag of the Indian Olympics was handed over to Mr. Govind Pawai, your Honorable Chief Minister, who will be hosting the 33rd Indian Games, Indian Olympic Games in Assam next year. Therefore, you are going to be the host next year of the National Games. Today, you are the host for a national conference. Look at this symbiotic relationship. Assam, Andhra Pradesh, alphabetically the first state insofar as India is concerned, and Assam comes next, not in any other sense except in an alphabetical sense. And therefore, after Assam, after Andhra Pradesh, so far as sports is concerned, which unites this entire country into one unit, where you don't think of Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Maharashtra, Kerala, Karnataka, any state. But sports is one that unites the entire country. And here we have a legal workshop which represents the very essence of India's integration. A legal profession which unites the greatest integrating forces so far as our country is concerned. It fills me with the heart, and it fills me with emotion when I say this, because when you go to the Supreme Court of India, what is the composition of the highest court of the land? India, in its true representative sense, each major state is represented by a galaxy of eminent justices. And think of the, on the corridors of the Supreme Court of India, the preeminence goes to